Everyone, so in this video I'm going to take you through purchasing and adding purchases to our Trello board. Okay, so we just migrated over to Trello from a different system, so most of our inventory hasn't been added to this yet, but I'm going to take you through what it would look like to order something and add it to this purchase board. So I'm going to take you through an example. So say we want to purchase this microwave for the lab. So I'm going to create a card under to order. Maybe are things that we are considering buying but haven't decided yet, to return, or any items that we have ordered that are in stock that didn't work for us that we need to return. And the good thing about Trello is that it's really easy just to drag things to different places in the list. Submitted means that the order has been submitted to UCLA or to Amazon or whatever vendor we're using, but to the purchasing department at UCLA. And then placed means that the purchasing department has placed that order, and in stock means that we currently have that item in stock. Okay, so I'm going to say that I want to order a microwave. So I'm going to title it microwave. Then I'm going to add the price right on the front of the card so that it's easy to see. So this is currently $68.36. So then I'm going to open up the card to see the back of the card so that I can see more things. So I'm going to add a link attachment to the item. And you're going to do this whether or not you purchase from Amazon or whichever vendor you purchase from. For the link name, I'm actually going to copy the item title. And this is so that if the link were ever to change, we could see that the link was Amazon by clicking on it. And if it brought up an error, we could just copy and paste this title into Amazon, and we would most likely find that same item if it was still available. So I'm going to then add some different labels to this, and there's basically three main components to these labels that you need to add every time you log an item. So there's the budget, the fund, and the category. So the budget has to do with our fund spreadsheet, and by default, you're going to put not logged, because later someone will come back through all of the items that have not been logged and log them into the fund spreadsheet in the budget. So that will be changed to log after the item has been received and everything. We're keeping the item and everything works properly. So everything should by default be not logged. And it's important that you click that so that when we filter by label, we'll be able to log all the things that haven't been logged. Then the fund that we're going to use to purchase this item. For this one, we're going to use the startup. If you're not sure what fund to use, just ask the lab manager. And then the general category of the item. And for this is just general lab, since this is just going to be used for lab members in general. So yeah. A few other things to note. As you can see in this example of the mini fridge, there's a few additional pieces of information in the description. So I'm actually going to copy this here and paste this in here, replacing this information as it becomes available. So the units is how many units there are in an order. So for this, it's a microwave, it's just one unit and one order. But say you ordered a pack of pencils, that could be 20 pencils, but one order. So one pack of pencils, 20 units. Then I'm going to say the date that I submitted this order. So I'm going to say 1/10/20. And then it hasn't been placed or received yet, so I'm going to leave that. One other important thing, if this item is an item that we will run out of or expire eventually, you should put in the due date the estimated expiration date or estimated date that will run out of this item. So say you bought 2 notebooks and you estimated that in 2 months they were going to be completely filled up and we're going to need new notebooks. So I would go in here and I would click March 11th and I would put a due date for that so that we'll get a notification that we need to reorder this item around that time. And this can just be a rough estimate if you aren't sure. If it's anything that needs to be restocked eventually, I would go ahead and put an estimated due date there. This is a microwave, so it doesn't need that, so I'm just going to leave that. And as you can see, all of the information is filled out there. And then after I get a confirmation that this item has been submitted to Amazon, I'll just drag it here. And then when it's been placed by Amazon, I'm gonna drag it there. When it's been submitted to the purchasing department, I'm gonna drag it here. When it's been placed by the vendor, I'm gonna drag it here. And then when it's in stock, I'm going to drag it here. And then say that this item didn't work for us, I drag it to return, and that would let somebody know that we need to process that return. So I'm gonna leave that to order for now, and then when it submits, I'll drag it to there. And that's pretty much it.